What is up, everybody? Welcome back to Friendly Fire Gaming. I am Dad Pool, and I am here with 10 things that you need to know about the NERF Vortex Vigilon. So let's dive right into it with our new format of 10 things you need to know. First of all, the release year for this blaster is 2011. And unfortunately, the bad news is that this blaster has been discontinued. So if you're on the lookout, check eBay, check your local thrift shops, because you may be lucky and wind up like me out of your local thrift shop with two of these guys. So needless to say, I was pretty excited when I found both of these actually at the same time. Really cool color schemes. We got the bright colors, bright orange at the front. We got our light blue or yellow stripes, gray, all that's really cool color scheme on this blaster. So, number two, when they were released, they retailed for $15.99 each. We feature a slide action primer on this blaster. Now, I'm going to kind of skip ahead before I actually prime it and test fire it for you, because this is a very unique blaster because it shies away from the uh, dart and ball ammo and actually opted for this really cool disc ammo instead. So we got like a little plastic piece there on both sides, and it's just surrounded by our soft foam. So we feature disc style ammo in our 5 disc internal clip. So we just take our ammo, load it up right in there like that. And we'll get this last guy in there. Boom. Close that, and we are ready to go. So we got a 5 disc internal clip, and like I said, we are slide action primer. Now, this blaster does actually feature slam fire technology, so we can fire around and hit myself in the head. But that was a good catch, though, right there on the arm. Hopefully, you enjoyed me hitting myself in the head. Drop a comment if you want to see me do that again. I'll try. That wasn't intentional, but hopefully you enjoyed it still. But if we hold the trigger down and prime again, we can slam fire. Didn't slam fire on that last one, but it is loaded. Don't ever do that. What I just did. Don't ever do that. Practice trigger discipline. Don't look down the barrel of your blaster, even if your finger's not on the trigger. What a doofus. Now, get back to our 10 things we need to know. We are on, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. We are on number 5. The range of this bad boy. Now, most of our blasters we've done so far been 70s, 80s, 90 has been our peak. This blaster at its release boasted a range of 100 feet. So, would love to get this to an area where I have 100 feet to play with and see if it actually does go 100 feet. Here's where it gets tricky, though. You'll notice we've got this, which you would assume would be a trigger lock because it's right above the trigger. That's where our trigger locks normally are. But what you didn't see is it's on both sides. But this is not a trigger lock. So we do not have trigger lock. This is actually how we open our clip and dump our ammo out. Okay. So no trigger lock. Have to be very careful with this guy. Make sure you're practicing good trigger discipline on this. Now, there are sort of integrated sights we got the raised up back sights here, but there is not really a front sight per se. We've got this orange dot in the middle of our singular tactical rail. So let's jump in onto that. We do have one tactical rail, so you could put a scope on these guys. And we also have one clip point, very thin there, so you can put, your gaming flags or your carry clip or whatever you want to put on there. Now, I did do a little bit of research on this guy, and come to find out there are other companies that do make the disc style ammo. Wasn't able to find out any information on the company, so I don't know if it was Adventure Force, X Shot, any of the other big guys. But from what I read on our Nerf wiki, this blaster number 10 is compatible with other types of disc ammo. So, like I said, really cool blaster. I love the color schemes. I will tell you there's an extra bonus thing here. This little lever right here is actually designed to help you clear any jams that may occur. I chamber around there and I take this, I can actually clear that jam out because there's another one there. So I kind of shove that up to the beginning. We can dump that out. So we do have a extra little bit there to help us in case of a jam on the blaster. So really cool blaster. I really enjoy it. Like I said, I'm super stoked that I have two of them. Can you imagine getting stared down with two of these guys? Boom. But we will be back next week with another blaster review. Hopefully you're enjoying these. Hopefully you find them informative. And make sure you are doing the like, the comment, the share, and most definitely to subscribe. Would love to get this channel big enough to where we can do some actual blaster battles with some friends. Maybe hold some contests where our viewers can come and blaster battle with us. But until then, we need your support. So thanks for watching, and we will see you next time in Friendly Fire Gaming.
One more round, it's friendly fire! Friendly fire!